Welcome to a new day in Empyrion Galactic Survival, and we're stood inside of this warm room on the convoy. And this video is going to probably consist of two parts for the simple reason that during the night I managed to gather all the resources together to build the Silver Shade Light, which we're going to be using to explore, well, probably this moon and the other moons. And you can see it's going to take nearly 25 minutes to produce it. So what I'm going to do is do a first part of the video and talk about a few issues which I just want to give you some feedback on your comments. Then what I'll probably do is break the video and then come back when I know that this ship will be ready and can be used to explore the moon. But so that out of the way, I want to now move on and say a big thank you for your comments and feedback. As usual, you guys give me a lot to think about. Now, one of the key decisions I've got to make, and I'm going to put my hand up and say there will be a bias in this decision, is the way forward, because we've now got a very simple SV. It doesn't have a lot of carry capacity. Now the decision's going to be is, do I build a base somewhere and then spend lots of time hauling stuff back to build a CV, or do I jump straight to a CV? Now my inclination at the moment is to go to a very simple CV, which I can then use as effectively as a mobile base. Any of you who follow my channel, you know very much that that's the way I tend to go. The problem is I've been looking through the workshop. Let's go here at my CVs. Now, the problem I've got is most of my CVs are pretty high level up, so that I've got a bit of a problem from that point of view. I mean, I've got some fairly small ones like this, which look quite interesting. This Apollo CV, but you can see they still need a lot of neodymium and titanium and cobalt. So what I'm considering, we've got a mantra starter one down here, but this, again, even this needs quite a lot of resources. In fact, this one's not too bad actually, because it doesn't actually, I mean, the neodymium's the issue. This is the reason why I want to get out and explore the planet, see if I can find some crash ships or some thrusters, because the alternative is that I actually build a ship from scratch and effectively treat it as a static base to begin with, and then build it up, put thrusters on, and the idea is that I'll move between the moons gathering the resources. But what I've also been told is that if I can find a certain building, I think something about a font or a well or something, which will then unlock the teleporters in the obelisk, so we'll be able to move between the systems. That should provide an opportunity possibly to gather some resources that way. And it may mean that what we could do is move to another moon and to actually build the CV or a base. I might have to concede and build a base, or if we might find a location that actually needs a base. Now, I did get a comment about taking this convoy apart. At the moment, I'm quite happy to leave it the way it is, because until I've got the SV, this is the only place I can retreat to in the winter and stay warm, because during the night, I said winter, not night. During the night, what happens is the temperature drops so low that I can't actually survive just using the heater here. I seem to have lost my... Oh, I know where it is. Now, what I want to do, guys, is show you how I got the resources to build the SV, because there's not a lot round here, and also I couldn't wander too far, and I'm still restricted until I've got that SV by the fact that the temperature gets too low at night. So what I did is I went out and found a big stone, which gives a lot of crushed rock. So, and I found that I couldn't actually carry it all back in one go, and so I was losing. So what I actually did was, well, I'll give you a demonstration. Just going to swing out this way. There's some rocks over there. What I'm looking for is a place where there's oh, look at that. That's brilliant. So what we're going to do is just drop. I'm going to pick the bike up to make sure that I can... what I was doing was this. Then oops. You can see that this has got 1,000 hit points, but what you get is a lot of resources. You need to keep an eye on the temperature. We're okay at the moment, though it's -19. Probably a little bit too far away from the heater, I think. We need to get a little bit closer. Definitely need to make a drill. Maybe that's something I can take a look at. So what we'll do is we'll just you can see we've got a big pile of rock here, and it says inventory full. Okay, well, and what you do is you just shove all the rock, picking it up, shove it into here, and because we got this here, I think what we'll do is just tell it to make a pile of silicon. I think I'm a bit short on silicon, and then this is the reason why I kind of got two side by side, because we'll do exactly the same here. Again, we've got a nice big pile of rock here, and what I'm going to do is just empty this, exactly what I've just done, and I'll be right back. There we go, just about to break this rock down. Okay, we'll just snag that, run over here, put that in there, back over here, snag another 223, put that in there, and then I think I'll just, oops, wow. I've noticed there is some variability with the rocks, and it isn't based on size. So what we got now is we've got this quite happily chugging away, producing silicon. In fact, I think what I'll do is we'll see if we can get some bonus resources. I'm going to pull out the copper from here, and then we're just going to let this run. And while we're here, I just want to a bit of a run around, see if we can find some hot dogs. There we are. Because at the moment I'm still very dependent on that up for the XP. We got over here, we got some buds over there, we got a little few fringe benefits here as well. Pick these up. So at the moment we're in this kind of grind phase, which can be a little bit irritating, but sometimes it's just fun to actually do it. Let me just, yeah, here's another bud. Oh, I've already picked that up, so oh, look at that, nearly missed that. You've got to be a little bit careful. This is why it pays to actually do it on foot, because some of these plant protein do hide from you. Just take the natural stimulants. I think we're working our way back towards the... I must admit, I am considering possibly actually building a CV from scratch, actually using carbon substrate if we can get it, because as some of you guys have pointed out in the comments, this system is a little bit more passive than what we're normally used to, and I think this is going to be one of the big challenges. And when I think new players are actually going to have the edge, I think some of us who have been playing Empyrion for some time, it's actually going to take a little while to get our head around. Teach me to get distracted. I'm kind of interested in what that resource over there is. I still can't. Yeah, I think as someone who's coming new to the game, what they're going to find is they can get into the mindset of this start. I think, as I said, some of us who've been playing the game for a little while, we're used to kind of having to deal with almost instant death within the first 5 minutes of playing the game, and having to take the necessary precautions. And we got, this is a little bit not quite so cold, so we can have a quick skate through here. I'm aware that I'm getting a little bit far, so therefore making that shift. And it's quite interesting is just before I started this video, I was actually looking through my, you could say, my collection of oh, I found a copper deposit. Brilliant. It's only a small one, but I'll certainly take the copper ore. Yeah, I was looking through my CVs for a very simple starter CV. And if any of you have been following the series for a very long time, you'd be aware that way back during the alpha phases, I actually built a ship which was called the Toaster, and I thought, well, maybe I'll resurrect the Toaster just for the fun of it. And it seems I've actually dropped it from my workshop. I think I've probably got, yeah. Okay. What we'll do is we'll just drop the heater. We don't warm back up again. Get nice and warm. Toasty, just kind of shoot over. Pick up the iron. Yeah, so I am in the market for a very simple CV that can be, which can be, how can you say, built with minimal resources, but also can be expanded. So if any of you guys got any suggestions on any type of CV like that, feel free to chuck it in the comments. And bike up. It's just easier to just pick the bike up. And right, let me just right. Got 22 there. How many buds have I got? 14. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, I don't know exactly. I'm bothering to count these. Right, let's just get back to the convoy before I get too cold and I actually run out of food. Just keep looking, keep my eye open for that. Don't recognize that. Oops, still want that. Oh, it's a bit of magnesium. We'll certainly take that. That's worth it. Nice. That even behind that rock. Yep, there's some of the herbal leaves. Of course, the SV will have a fridge on it, so hopefully we will be able to start storing food that we won't actually waste. Good. Getting some nice XP from that as well. Oops, I think I've just gone past her. Anyway, let's just get back to... Okay. Yes, I know I'm too cold. And we'll just stay in here. Look at what we got. Right, we got. I don't think I need to make any more hot drinks as such. Got some. I've got kind of stock up on the. Eat the energy bars. And we'll get back over to here. Take my very meager pile of resources. Right, we got a little bit of stone. You see, we got the spoiled food is piling up now. Now, one trick you can do is if you look at this one, it says perish time 13, perish time 23. So rather than just doing shift click and stacking everything, because well, I'll show it to you here because we're not going to use these. But if you see, this is 13, this is 23. If you do that, what you get is an average between the two. So those extra herbal leaves. Now I've kind of lost that advantage. I mean, I'm quite prepared to do it at the moment because it's not particularly that relevant, to be honest. Let me see. We got. I think we'll make 2 copper ingots. We got 1 silicon. And of course, we got some cobalt. We can't refine that until we get a better constructor. So let's just get back into the warm room. And just take a quick look at the workshop. Where's the... Right, I've still got 8 minutes remaining. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to cut the video here. I'll go out and retrieve my portable constructor over there. And I'll come back when I've actually got the SV ready to spawn in. So I'll see you then. Okay, welcome back. We are currently stood inside the convoy because the night has just fallen. It's got very cold outside. But on the positive side, we now have the silver shade light. So what we're going to do is just get out here very quickly. Up here. Keeps on going down to that ship. We're going to spawn the silver shade light in. Going to need a couple of fuel cells. I don't want to put too many in just at the moment. And we're just on top. Jump in very quickly. The ship will land. Now we need to turn the power on. We do need to get some fuel in. Well, you can see we don't have a lot of fuel. But I'll just give you a quick tour of the ship. What we've got is and it's a single ammo container with 4,535s, because rather than have two separate carry capacities, I've combined everything into one. We've got a fridge, an O2 station, and that's about it. So we got nothing else on top of that. But we've got an armor locker though, a detector, and a wireless connector. And we can go things. So the first thing we're going to do is come into here. We're going to see if we can salvage any food here so we can shove that in the fridge. So jump very quickly on here. Now this ship can be extended, which is one reason why I like it. So we'll just get that there. I've made a little bit more extra ammunition, just to give you a little bit of a flyover. I've got my constructor, put my portable constructor out here because I was just converting some more stuff. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, just rock up as well. Now, another thing I've also done is I've taken a suggestion somebody made in the comments, and I get here, jump out very quickly, 0 there. What you'll see, well, what I've done here is I've put a second portable constructor down, and all this is doing is making biofuel. Whoops. Right, we're going to have to offload that. I'm going to take this fuel with me. We got 22 biofuel, and what I want to do in this for the rest of this part now. Whoops. Got to get used to pressing the right buttons. What I want to do for the rest of this part is we're going to go out and do a bit of exploration, see what's around, and of course it means we can also open up some of these resources now. We've got lots and lots of resources. We've got the local resources, but we've got something here that looks good. Got a debris field. Wow, okay. Oh, this is going to be good. Get in here. This would be a good source of loot, but it's also... Actually, I'm not going to bother with that. We'll come back to that. I just want to go out and just bear with us. We've got enough resources for 55 minutes. So we've got no... I just want to see what's around. Possibly explore the moon a little bit. Got an old farm here. We'll go and check out the old farm, see if it's a viable base. But what I'm really looking for is crash ships, potentially POIs that we can loot. Let's go in here. Got in here. Okay. Right, we got... Oh, we'll take the pulse rifle. Anything else in here? No. Okay. Looks like we've got some pentaxid over there. We'll go and check that. So we have got... Oops, I've got to be a bit careful to remember to land. That is pentaxid. That would be great. Yeah, we got some. Right, we got Pentaxid. And we got Token. The other thing I'm really interested in to find out is whether we're actually sharing this planet with anyone. Scanner, what's that one? Right, we found an old tank station. There'll be a little tiny amount of loot in here, so we'll just get skate up to here. Oops. Famous last words. Oh no, we got some energy pills. Okay. Out for our temperature. Ah. I've got the jetpack on, have I? Got the jetpack on? Doesn't feel like it. Okay, how do we get into here? There used to be an entrance. There it is. Just in case there's... it's the legacy of playing Reforged Eden. We got here, we got nanotubes. Let's do some cobalt alloy. Some Sathium plates, that could be good. Minus 59. Okay, we've got to... Yeah, we're still going to watch this temperature at night. This is probably a good demonstration of the... Well, we got Monkey Pinocchio over there. If I could get him... Golems are... Got some more cobalt, so we are getting cobalt. It's just... yeah, we should better warm up here. Nicely. Got silicon deposit. We've got lots of stuff in this direction. What I'm looking for is question marks rather than the resources themselves. We can pick up the resources as we go. So there's a lot of potential. We've got a destroyed shelter. Right. It looks like we're actually getting back into daylight. So again, I'm just gonna land here. Actually, no, let's just keep going. I'm looking for whatever this thing is. I think it's a Beta Labs, yes. Won't get too close because it's got turrets on it. Got an engine compartment there. That's got a tower. What we got here? Some ruins. I don't. Oh yes, it's a crashed shuttle. Now this could be good. Again, we're just gonna keep pushing round. I really would like to find this, wherever it is. We've got an old tower here. Ruins. Ruins. Got nothing there. Ruined landing pad. How far around are we getting? We got quite a lot of stuff around us. I'm just going to keep going, guys. I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking for, but I'm hoping that when I see it, I will know it. Another old tank station. Just here. I think this would probably worth stopping off at. Because it's relatively easy to get, and I know that there's... Whoops. Well, not brilliant, but we'll take it. And what we'll do is save a bit of time. We'll just float round with the ship to the other entrance. We've used up 45 minutes of our fuel, so we're gonna have to be a little bit judiciary because once we're down using the biofuel. Oh yeah, we'll take that. Right, we got a multi-charge. What we just need now is a multi-tool game, please. Let's just offload. stuff into off out there. Whoops. I don't have any ammunition at the moment. Right, I've got turned round. Let me just get some stuff over there. Right, we've got something called an activator. You've discovered an activator. What is an activator? Well, it doesn't seem to do anything. Ah! A bit of glitch there. Road landing pad. Right, let's just keep going. Oh, it's something down there. Over in that direction. Looks like we've got plenty of resources. Right, we've got a lake here. That could be useful. Because we might be able to find something on the bottom of the lake. Right, there's something just there. What's that? And another activator. Any of you guys know what these activators are meant to do? Feel free to chuck it in the comments. I think we'll just come back and search a lot of this stuff. I just would like to find this font or whatever it's called. I've probably flown right by it. Some destroyed mining towers here. Anything else around here? I mean, we've covered almost the whole moon, so whatever this is that's hiding from us is... In fact, I think we've almost come back to where we started, have we? Okay, guys. Yeah, we're back to the convoy. Right, let's just now start working on the resources. I know it's a... got a synth lab. Ooh, yeah. We'll certainly be coming back for that. That's good. What's this here? We've got Havoc, a font of knowledge. There it is. That was right under my nose straight away. I think that's what we're looking for. I kind of flew all around the... Oops, sorry about that. I flew all the way around the planet to get back to exactly where I was before. We got here.
Matrix taker detected. Configuration compatible. Imprinted access permission enabled. Key matrix generated.
So that, I think, is the next part of the mission, isn't it? And we've got a key matrix. Okay. So, despite the fact I was looking for the wrong thing, I wasn't exactly looking for the font of knowledge. What we're going to do is we're just sitting right next to this Havoc module. We'll take a quick look inside of here. Oops. And then just to finish the video off, we'll Skype back to the obelisk and see if anything's happened inside the obelisk. Right, we've got a terminal here. Anything changed with the terminal? No. Got Tales of Dash data pad. Damaged data device found. Reconstruction of information of the buffer has been partially successful. Should the existing data... Yes. 30 days ago, the obelisk suddenly lit up. Inside, visible voices have started to speak to us, repeating the same sentence over and over again. Pro N Glintor. Does this mean nothing else has happened since, but the voices are haunting me in my sleep? I had a strange dream of the other night, a dark room with strange moving lights. They were almost humanoid. Is that what the progenitor? There is activity on the other artifacts as well. Sometimes they switch on and off. I might need to get some rest and first and foremost get out there. It seems that the voices that can be heard around the moon, especially strong near to or outside the obelisk. I wonder if these are the activators. There's 2 of 16. Oh yeah, work. We get. I don't think there's enough oxygen in here, is there? No. Annoying. Anything up here? Any loot boxes? Got a shower. This would be good. We get radiation poisoning. So we can definitely come down and loot this. Yeah, this is a good starting point. Right, let me just. I'm gonna head back for the convoy. It's very close. Keep away from them because that synth lab is absolutely brilliant. We'll be taking a look at that. Yeah, there should be a good source of loot. And I think this comes back to what I was talking about. My strategy is if I can go round the moon, this moon now, and gather the resources, and if we can get a pile of resources, I can then make a final decision on whether to have to build a base so that I can make things, or whether I can go straight to a CV base. Okay, we're going to get back to the obelisk to see if the door will open. Hello. No key here. Got no ground attack weapons, so we're going to have to. What we will do is I'm just going to turn the thrusters off. Shotty. Gotcha. Of course, the nice thing now is that we can get that straight into the fridge. We're no longer having to worry about this spoiling. Oh, there's a lot of these. They seem to come out at night, and I can't afford to stand around here. Okay. Just turn the light off as well. We're gonna have to start being a bit energy conservate. Can I get into this? Okay, we're in. What we got here? Okay, we got Tash. Damaged data pad. Okay, damaged private data. Should the disk be read? Okay. While investigating one of the medium-sized artifacts, I stepped into some kind of activation area. It charged my suit with an unknown form of energy and created a kind of personal code out of nowhere. It is a key matrix. As the voice told me from the point that happened, I can also understand the progenitor's language. It means activate the knowledge to ascend. The artifact who charged my suit is called the font of knowledge. What does this mean? Okay. We got 3 out of 16. So does that mean we've got to collect 16 of these? Talk to the consul. All members of the expedition team report to responsible commanders. Maximum alert level. Important all system errors. So we still got. Oops, I don't. Let me just turn that. Oops, is that the best light I've got? So, oh, so there's no portal. There's some kind of steps here. Let me just. Okay, we're going up the steps. I think we actually need a shotgun. I doubt very much if we're going to get attacked in here. Then again, okay, we're just gonna have another go of getting up here, guys. Not that I don't trust this game. So, right, we found the teleporters. Are they active? Okay. That one goes to Skillion. That goes to Masperon. Oops. Oh, wait. Stop it. That's. So we got one to Ninga. So this is a standard template, isn't it? Right, guys. Just to wind the video up, just out of curiosity, we're gonna go to Akua. So we're now on Akua. We're just kind of fly down here. Just gonna take a quick little look to see what we've got at Akua. Actually, can we? Okay, yes. My cheating. Key matrix opened the obelisk for us. The lower area is a portal which cannot be activated. Apparently, the console, the key we got at the font of knowledge, the teleporter to the upper part of the building, leading to the. Others said I should wait for the reinforcements from the academy. All I need is have to share of discovery. So if you're doing a cure, you actually get direct information. So we now got 4 out of 16. So, and I'm assuming that these don't doesn't still want to talk to us. So, right, we're just gonna have a look, see outside. Just look at that. We can pick up some buds. Now this is a possible option because we're on a cure. What we could do is actually go on what you could when it's cold and at night on. Look at that, we've got a little bit of resources here. So just see what we can find. Must be something else around here. Anyway, I'm getting a bit distracted. We got a pile of buds that we can turn in to keep us warm. Let's just throw out the scanner. Right, we've got a scientist camp here. Reach level 9. See, search the containers. Oh, we'll take that. Risk. Okay. Planetary risk assessment, global location tracker, planet survey data, and ores. Okay. So this is just giving us. We got carbon, iron, nickel, silicon. Back to previous menu. Well, won't bother with that. Back to main menu. We can come back here and get additional information. Anything else? Or was a? I think that's just going to give us the tails. Well, okay. I was expecting it to do nothing. Okay, we'll just read this. As expected, the teleporter worked and rematerialized me in one piece and at my destination. Rooms here are identical to the one of the obelisk. I came from 4 teleporters from the upper room, the portal entrance. I measured the energy flow. It seems that the obelisk has some kind of nodes that form the energy convergence. My measurements indicate there seems to be some form of malfunction. My instruments say that the energy is draining away somewhere it shouldn't be. Okay. By the way, I have updated your console here right ways. The Xerix are kind enough to upload current building register. Good. At least I have to look at the important places for myself. Now got a link to a cure. We've got the ability to come and get resources. And how much space have I got left? We got a little bit of space. What I'm going to do is we're going to chop down a couple of trees while we're here. It will mean that I won't have to run around collecting stuff. So oops, don't want defense bone. So hack a couple of trees because we're going to need them. And the spice will come in handy once we can cook other foods. Right. Maybe get a few more logs. And this can all be turned into biofuel. Right. This would be enough. Now, of course, we can come here using the SV, but that will burn fuel. So I think to begin with, we're gonna just come in here, just pick up a little bit more resources here. Carbon substrate. I think this is looking good. I'm actually liking this. We could probably, I don't know if we can scrap the scientist base. Got resources over there, 217. Look at that, we just missed some protein bars over here. And we'll just get back inside. Effectively safe. Take stock of what we got. Yeah, we're virtually full up anyway, so that's good. We've got make 1, 2, 3. Oh, back in there, just make the maximum I can. And make 4 energy bars. Get going, and what we're going to do now is just go back to. For some reason, I turned my jetpack off. What we need to do, I'm not going to go to Maspron. I think what we're going to do is just go back to Ningus. But that gives us an option as to use the night. All requests related to coup have been cancelled, so we can't transfer missions. That's okay. It's not a problem. Let's come back and run round the back to here. Before we leave, let's just take a quick look at our missions. So what missions we got? Tales of Tash. We found the teleporters. Next steps. Doesn't tell us. I'm assuming that we just got to go around collecting these 16 items now. Anyway, let's just get into here. Right. So we're now in the ship. Certainly want to put all my little bits of food in there. Just offload all this stuff. Turn the power on. Not power, sorry, thrusters. Then we'll scoot back to we'll just use this as a landing area. Oops. Closer the better. Thrusters off again. But a little heat thing here that's going to make that much difference. 29 of those. Have to do this the hard way. Wish Elion would allow us to do a direct connect to there. Stack up a pile of those. I shouldn't have bothered putting this stuff in here, shouldn't I? Okay. Put some logs and that in there. Obviously I've got a lot more logs than I thought I had. I suppose it does help if I actually put the fuel in 29 in there. That gives us 29% fuel. Nope. Just empty that. Keep the fuel as a backup. Right, I've got a little bit of rock, so the crushed stone into that. Maybe one silicon, and we got grid bars. So we're looking good. I'll pick that up. We're actually sitting in the ship while I do the exit. I'm gonna need some food. I'm gonna have to do that. So we're just gonna pump in some of these. So I think that is enough for this part. What we're going to be doing in the next part is I think we need to go out and start to properly explore Ningus, start to gather some of these resources. I certainly would like to get to the debris fields, pick up some of those resources, and check out the crash site. I've still got that portable constructor out there. We've got the mineral synth lab here. The font of knowledge was right south. There's a tip there, guys. If you're doing Ningus, don't wander around the planet. Just go directly south, and the font of knowledge is south of the convoy. And so I certainly want the synth lab. And where is it? We also got the theta labs. We've got lots of resources here that we need to pick up and gather. We also need to mine up all this stuff to make the SV. So that is going to be the focus of the next part. So until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.